Today we're going to be comparing the PGYTech OneMo Sling and the Hex Ranger Sling to see which one is the better sling bag for your camera gear.
Cam on cam.
When I go through the review of these two bags, I'm going to be focusing on my needs, but I'll also try to cover any other needs that people may have when choosing a camera sling bag. One thing that's important to note is I already own the Hex Ranger Sling Mini, and I've had this for a lot longer. And I also have this OneMo shoulder bag, which comes with the PGYTech OneMo backpack. I love that backpack. This bag, the shoulder bag, is 5 liters. The Ranger Sling Mini is 3 liters. And the new OneMo Sling that I got, this is 7 liters, but it is expandable to 9 liters. And the Hex Ranger Sling, this is an 8-liter bag. So I liked those other bags that I had, but I wanted something a little bit bigger, but still smaller than a backpack, so that I could carry my cinema rig. I love this little cinema rig, but I didn't want to fully break it down and completely take off the rails and all the plates and everything like that. I just wanted to break it down a little bit so it would be much quicker for me to rebuild on shoots. So let's go ahead and start with the Hex Ranger Sling. You'll notice that both this bag and the PGYTech bag that I go over are going to have the tags on them. And that's because I'm going to reveal at the end which bag I will be keeping by pulling the tags off the one that I'm gonna keep. So let's start with this top zipper pouch up here. So in here, I just have a little USB-C to USB-C charging cable that I plug into my V-mount battery for charging the camera itself. I think it's better than a dummy battery because if the V-mount dies, then the battery inside the camera keeps working. And my PD movie follow focus. Right here, tucked away in there, I've got my Sennheiser shotgun microphone. Love this little microphone. Right here, I got the top handle that's just kind of squeezed in there. And then over here, I've got my side handle, and I've got the little focus knob for my PD movie follow focus. This is great. I love this follow focus. It's awesome. Maybe I'll make a video about it. And then my monitor with a dummy battery in there. A second lens. This is a 75mm. This one's the 35. And then of course the main rig itself, which I can slip out. And because of this bag, I don't have to take off this bottom plate. This is a small rig plate that has little feet, and then my rail system and my V-mount battery. This all can stay intact, and all I have to do is attach the side handle and the top handle, and I'm good to go. And I don't have to break it all down, which is the main appeal of me wanting to get one of these bags. And I can easily do that with this Ranger Sling. It's got lots of room that I can do that. And I know you can fit other really big lenses in here as well. I'll go ahead and put my Sigma 60 to 600mm in here and see if that fits. I think it should fit fine, but I'll test that out. And then the front pocket here, there's plenty of slots for things. You can put all kinds of stuff in there, lots of room. This very front one has like a felt to keep things safe. So if you want to put like filters in there, ND filters, or anything like that, they should be safe, and with how soft that inner lining is. It also has a zipper here on the back with more of that felt kind of padding to keep things safe in the back there. So you got lots of room that you can put stuff in. Oh, almost forgot, these sides here have little Velcro pockets built in. Another thing is it's super comfortable on the body. The pad on it is really nice, and you can slide it to whichever shoulder you wear your bag on. And I also really like the buckle. It's just a very simple buckle, but it works well. And I know that's kind of like a dumb thing to talk about, but I actually think buckle is really important, and the buckle is kind of a problem that I have with the PGYTech bag, which we'll get into in a minute. But like that, it also has straps on the bottom here for a tripod, which can easily fit my travel tripods. I have the Ulanzi travel tripods. I've got 2 of them, 2 different models, but they're great little tripods and they fit easily on the bottom of this. You can tighten the bag if everything's loose and you don't have as much in there as like I do. You can cinch these sides up to tighten, which is super nice. Probably one of my biggest complaints of this bag is the sides are a bit flimsy and the padding, there's a lot less padding, at least on the sides, as compared to the PGYTech. If you were to drop this bag with your camera equipment, I'd be a little more scared of this bag dropping than the PGYTech bag. What it comes with is these 2 dividers here. They've got little extending parts on both of them, but just the way I set it up, I have it this way. But they also have one long pad, which you can put for extra protection, either like on the back side or on the bottom. I put it on the bottom just because I felt like if anything was going to fall, it'd be best to have it on the bottom, and I don't really need that extra padding on the sides. So that's how I decided to set this kind of bag up. But overall, it's a pretty simple design, but it's very durable. It looks nice, it looks clean, well-made bag. But let's go ahead and move on to the PGYTech bag. So this is the PGYTech bag. It is a little taller, but not quite as long as the Hex Ranger bag. So this is their 7-liter bag. I think the big appeal for this bag is if you want to be able to carry a good amount of things like a camera and a few extra lenses, and also carry a gimbal without having to carry a huge backpack. So this little front pouch is loosened or tightened through these side straps, but you can slip a gimbal in here, you can slip a tripod in here, but you still have these straps on the bottom, so you can put a tripod here and a gimbal in here. I think some people would really love that feature about this. I think if I were to be using a gimbal, I'm gonna be taking my full-on camera backpack. So I actually have my main camera backpack is PGYTech's OneMo backpack, and I'll put my gimbal in that bag if I'm really planning on using my gimbal. I highly doubt I'd want to bring something this small. At that point, I know I'm probably going to want my backpack. So for me, I don't know if having that is really of huge use, because when I'm using my gimbal, I won't really be bringing something this small. Along with slipping a gimbal in there, that front pouch itself has a zipper pocket. This is just the packaging in here. Like I said, these are pretty new. Both of them still have the tags on, and you'll see which one I'm gonna keep at the end. This also fit my cinema rig, however, it did not fit the extra lens. So I had to kind of bring it up instead of out. So the side handle and the microphone sit right on top. And then the monitor on the side here, top handle slipping in right there. And then of course, the cinema rig itself, the main rig. As you can see, it's a little more snug in here as compared to the Hex bag. There's a bunch of dividers that it comes with. So then this part kind of just pulls out more. And so you've got more, but it's again more height. And at least for the way I like to pack my gear, I don't like more height, I like more width. So that makes me kind of lean towards the Hex Ranger Sling. So with this down, this is a 7-liter bag. With it up, it's a 9-liter bag. And the Hex Ranger Sling is an 8-liter bag. So the Hex Ranger Sling is kind of in the middle of the 2 sizes of this, depending on if you have this open or closed. The top pocket here, I will say I love the top pocket a lot better than the Hex Ranger pocket. It's got these little battery indicators here, and then this nice elastic for you to slip your battery in. It's just a lot more well made, that top pocket, I feel like. I feel like a lot of the design and just overall quality on the PGYTech bag is a little better. They're both made out of material that I feel like I would not be scared getting a little bit wet, getting stuck in some rain. You know, maybe not pouring rain, that'd freak me out a little bit with both of these, but if I'm getting light rain, I'm not worried about my equipment getting wet in either of these bags. I don't think either of them have an official waterproof rating, but just knowing the material, a little bit of rain isn't gonna hurt these bags. Another thing that's nice about this bag is that it has a little hidden air tag pocket. Like, ooh, right there, right where this tag is, so you just slip it right in there. Anyways, there's an AirTag spot right there, and trying to watch through the camera and doing it at the same time so that you guys can see it is a little difficult. But yeah, you can fit your Apple AirTag or whatever tracking thing in that secret hidden pocket right there, which is kind of nice. Okay, a nice feature about this bag and also the Hex Ranger Sling is they both have a handle here on the end that you can grab really easily. But the PGYTech bag, you can easily slide the handle of a suitcase in when you're traveling. With the Hex Ranger Sling, I think this will fit over some. It barely fit over one of my suitcase handles, but not the others. I think it would have been nice if they made this just a little bit wider for you to slip it over suitcase handles. If you're using this for travel, that would be nice, and it's kind of a small oversight, I feel like. So they're both great bags. I think they both have a lot going for them. That extra length, which doesn't look like a lot on camera, but that extra length in person of the Hex Ranger bag I think is huge. And they both have a nice shoulder pad as well. I think PGYTech's shoulder pad is probably a little nicer, but I think they're both, I mean, both of them were super comfortable on my shoulder, and I think I'd be very satisfied with both of them. One thing that really bothers me about the PGYTech is their little kind of adjustment system. It's this little tab that you just pull. I think one issue I have with the PGYTech is this little tab. You just pull it to make it longer. You also pull it to make it tighter, but pulling it to make it tighter is like kind of difficult and a bit annoying. I honestly wish it was more like a regular buckle. I think their goal is to make it kind of quicker, but it ends up, in my opinion, being more cumbersome than a normal buckle or a normal adjustment like they do on this side. I think this would be a lot simpler. People are a lot more used to an adjustment like that as compared to whatever the heck this thing is. I think it's nice that they're trying to innovate, but in practice, especially when I'm actually trying to wear it, I think it's just more difficult than it is actually helpful. So I don't like that, but some people might find it super helpful and super useful. Overall, just the way they're designed to hang on your body, I just feel like the Hex Ranger Sling is so much more comfortable. One complaint I do have about the Hex Ranger bag is that this, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get it to focus on that. Yeah, I don't know if it's getting that very well, but this zipper came scratched up already. So you would think I'd been using this bag for a while, but it just came scratched up and not in a good condition. I'll see if I can get a better shot of that. But yeah, just not really, like, why is it showing up damage? It's not huge and doesn't really bother me, but like, come on. Don't send me products that are damaged. It's not terrible, but you know, I'm gonna nitpick because why not? Okay, so one big thing to point out as a difference between these two is the price. So I bought, both of them were on a little bit of a sale when I bought them. The Hex Ranger Sling cost me $59.95 and the PGYTech cost me $89.95. So that's a good $30 difference for really pretty much the same amount of features. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna try and fit this big boy, the Sigma 60 to 600, in these two bags. So it looks like it's definitely not gonna fit in this PGYTech bag. Maybe if I put it up and down with the extended piece, doesn't look like that'll work either, but I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Yeah, that does not, yeah. Okay, so it cannot fit in the, oh, well, maybe? No, it just doesn't really go wide enough. Are these all the way loose? Yeah, these are loose. All right. Okay, so it cannot fit in the PGYTech bag, but I think you could fit a 70 to 200 in, but definitely not the Sigma 60 to 600, not this big boy. However, not only can I fit the Sigma 60 to 600 in this sling bag, but just so barely, I had to really, you know, work it here, but I could fit the entire 60 to 600 in here with the camera attached. That is amazing, and my camera cage is on it too. It's a really tight fit, and I think it actually would be easier to fit both of them in with the lens not mounted, but it can fit the Sigma 60 to 600 plus the camera all in this bag. You can't even fit this lens into the PGYTech bag. That is astounding to me. And like, these bags seem like the same size, like they take up about the same amount of footprint, yet the way this one is designed, it can fit this. That is crazy to me. This is a massive lens. This is way bigger than your normal 70 to 200 lenses. It is a thick lens. All right, if you guys couldn't already tell where I was leaning, the bag that I'm choosing to keep is the Hex Ranger bag. It just fits my needs better. I love how much space is in it. It does have padding, not quite as much as the PGYTech, but overall, it just is a better bag to me. It fits more of the things that I need in the way I need it, and it's more comfortable to wear. I think it just sits more flush against my back, and I really like that about this bag. And I was just blown away that it could fit the 60 to 600 Sigma lens with my camera in it. That's just mind-blowing to me. And I've already loved the mini version of this that I've had for a long time. So this is the bag that I will be keeping. And there's the tag. However, with that being said, it may not be the bag for you. The PGYTech was a very nice bag. I love their products. I have their backpack and their shoulder bag, and I've had those for a while, and I think they're great. I think PGYTech is a wonderful company, and especially if you're trying to bring like a gimbal around, that may be the bag for you. If you like this video, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe and like this video. It would help me out a lot. I'm a small creator right now, but I really love making videos. I love filming. I love cameras, and I'm just really excited about it, and I want to make more videos, and your support would really encourage me to keep going and keep trying in this goal and this dream of mine. I know I'm not an expert, but one thing that I think is great about this channel is you guys can see me learn, and we can learn together about filmmaking and about different gear, because I love gear. And yeah, please just support me in this process, and I'm super excited to see where this channel continues to go. Thanks for watching.